A deliverer was born under a death sentence. 16th to 13th century BC Egypt. The Nile-fed empire of Pharaoh, where Israel labored under bondage. A decree went out. Every Hebrew son was to be cast into the river. But one child was hidden, 3 months concealed from death. When he could no longer be hidden, he was placed into a basket among the reeds of the Nile. Pharaoh's daughter came down to the water. She saw the child, had compassion, drew him out, and she called his name Moses, because she drew him out of the water. He grew in the house of Pharaoh, Hebrew by blood, Egyptian by upbringing. But the truth remained. One day he saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew. He struck him down. The act was known, and Moses fled into the wilderness of Midian, leaving behind power, identity, and home. Years passed in silence. Then a fire appeared, burning, but not consumed. From the bush, God called his name, sent him back to Egypt. Moses hesitated. Who am I? But the signs were given. His staff fell, became a serpent. His hand went into his cloak, came out leprous, white as snow. Again it returned, restored like the rest of his flesh. The message was clear. He would not go alone. He returned to Egypt, stood before Pharaoh. Let my people go. The staff was cast down, became a serpent before the court. But Pharaoh's heart was hardened. Then judgment came in waves, plagues sent by God. The Nile turned to blood. Frogs covered the land. Gnats rose from the dust. Flies filled the houses. Livestock fell. Boils broke out on man and beast. Hail struck the earth. Locusts devoured what remained. Darkness covered Egypt for 3 days. Still, Pharaoh refused to let them go. Until the final night. A warning went out. Blood marked the doors of Israel, and death passed over the land. Every firstborn in Egypt fell, from the house of Pharaoh to the lowest servant. And in that moment, the grip of Egypt broke. They left in haste. But Pharaoh pursued. Chariots thundered behind them. The sea stood before them. Then the waters split. A path opened through the deep. Israel crossed on dry ground, and when Egypt followed, the waters returned, swallowing power, pride, and army alike. Through his servant, God delivered them out of bondage and into the wilderness